Hi, Imogen and Ryan back to talk about active science in your primary classroom. So today we're going to be looking at some really cool ideas to get your class up and out their seats and just have some fun with science. So it's because some of the concepts can be quite tricky.
Yeah.
And by acting them out, it does take a bit more time, but it does really help cement that understanding of a tricky concept.
Yeah, because some things can appear quite abstract to learners who are finding out about this stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
So one way is to try to get your kids to become the concept,
Yes.
to act out the concept, so that if they're living and breathing and being actively involved in it, their understanding goes
so
up.
much more than looking at a diagram of the heart, for instance.
Yeah.
You're looking at it going, holy moly,
What on earth is
going on there?
Even look like the hearts that I know, because they're all like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you've got a group of red bibs and a group of blue bibs, and you've marked it all out on the hall floor, and they're all kind of moving around, deoxygenating and whatever.
Right. Like moving in from the ventricles, upper low ventricles to low ventricles, and reoxygenating. That's what he said. Reoxygenating from one to another.
Yes.
They're acting out the process of how the heart works.
Absolutely. So that to me would stick with me way more than looking at that. I mean, I know about the heart. I've studied the heart, but when I first started looking at that, even as a child, you just like, I can't even. It doesn't even make sense to me. But that then would, and then that would then interest me.
Yes.
To think, oh, I understand that now.
Yeah.
What else can I learn?
Yeah, it adds interest value.
Yeah, absolutely.
To what you're learning.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
So a bit more space is needed. You couldn't do this in the classroom.
No, but if you've got a playground, if it's dry outside, you could do it on a playground and maybe mark it out with playground chalks.
Yeah.
Whatever area you're trying. I mean, we've just used the heart as an example, but
it's quite a complicated one, that.
Yeah, but I mean, you could do that with what, forces, magnetisms.
Yeah.
You could do it with.
I've got a good one for that.
Go on.
Forces, negative and positive forces. Okay, so you can do this in the classroom.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So you're a negative force.
Yeah, I usually am.
You're walking around grumpy.
Yeah.
So you're acting negative.
Uh-huh.
Okay, even though it doesn't really mean that, but you're acting negative.
Yeah.
So you're like grumpy and stomping your feet. And if you're positive, you're skipping around. Hey, yeah, happy. So you've got a group of negatives, a group of positives. You put some music on, and they're walking around. You're either positive or you're negative. And then when the music stops, what you have to do is you find the nearest person, and if you're a positive and negative, you can do-si-do.
Oh right, I like
do-si-do, because you're attracted. And then if you are a positive or positive, you have to bump chests, negative and negative,
repel.
bump chests, you repel each other. And that's a really nice way to do it. So you just have some music on. It's fun. It's light-hearted. Can you imagine that? Yeah. It's great in the classroom, or it's great in the hall as well. Yeah. You just need some music.
I like that.
But they like that.
Yeah, that's good.
And the kids love it. And it's a really easy concept.
And that just by becoming it gets the activity in, but also increases understanding probably faster than just looking at an abstract model.
Another one talking about kind of levers, pulleys, resistances. You can work with a partner, working out ways that you can resist each other, you can push with each other, and using your partner is great for that. Yeah.
Oh, you can do that as like a seated bicycle, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Where you both sat down and the 2 feet are together, and they're having to try and figure out how to one of them pushes their foot whilst the other one brings it backwards in order to create that cycling, and then get them to then change the lead, so they have to reverse it. The brain calculations that are going on where you're getting children who are feet to feet sort of going around like that, and then tell them to change direction, and they have to. I mean, if you just want a giggle, really, for a bit,
you've had enough.
So you're
done.
You know what, guys? We're gonna do the seated bicycle thing because we're doing push and pull forces, and Mr. Smith needs a bit of a laugh. So, but it does demonstrate the science in action as well.
Absolutely. And they're not just here to entertain you, are they? But at the end of the day, maybe a little bit. The next concept we're really going to talk about is the medium of dance, and using either dance in your PE curriculum or just doing it for the sake of it, which I mean, my background's in dance, which I now, so if I can teach anything through dance, I love it. But science is great, you know, things like animals, dinosaurs, weather, anything, you know, geography based, things like the life cycle of a plant.
Yeah, biology, yeah,
Stuff like that, biology, anything like that you can get them to just to understand the concept. We've gone back to the concept again, but then put music to it, and create a lovely life cycle where they might, you know, be a caterpillar to start with, and then they'll go into the next phase, and the next phase, and they're a beautiful butterfly. And they're, you know, they're just from really, really nice ways to do it. So don't rule dance out to it's just as a PE thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to exist as a standalone, does it?
No,
it can be
absolutely
used
not.
as a piggyback method to deliver your other foundation subjects.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like more of an immersive approach, that, isn't it? Of, you know, you don't just do science in the classroom, you can do it in PE as well. And that's great, which is lovely.
Yeah.
So
it's worth mentioning that with all of these sort of things, you need to again set your expectations out early to manage behaviour. It's a really exciting thing, and of course, even though we would love for people to do it all the time, we understand that people still need nudges, don't they, to make their classrooms active. It's why we're doing these videos. But in order to get the most from those, you need to manage the excitement and expectation of the kids, because it's not something that currently is routine for them. So there will be little bits of bursts of excitement. So just keep a lid on the excitement by making sure the children know what they need to be doing at the beginning, at the middle, at the end phase of you doing these types of lessons. Just so that, of course, they can have fun, but that fun doesn't turn into chaos.
Yeah, and that way everyone has a lovely time and
wants to do it again.
And you're not put off.
You're not traumatized in the corner, rocking, going, never again.
Never again. Where's the wine?
No, you will want to do it again. You go, actually, that's the best science lesson I've done in ages.
And they'll remember it. Oh, you know, Miss, can we do that one again? Or can we do something like it again? And then, you know, well, it's on something there. That's great. All right, so next time we were talking about history, geography.
Nice.
I know. Can't wait. See you then.